Episode 2,
Yeah,
Lonely Globe with Dexndre, and I'm coming. It's gonna be it's a podcast that's been trying to happen. I finally got it to get going.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
how's it going, man?
It's going good. It's going good, man. How are you?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. It's you for how long? When did you say the last interview was?
The last interview I did was like two years ago, if not longer. I think it was in like 2021, so like 2 years ago. Yeah.
And different music then? Did you just say that different music then, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It was like it was. I like was semi started up, but
Yeah.
it was music I make now. It's very
I
very
was,
different.
some different. Was it a different genre, or was like the type of genre now? Because more. How would you class your genre actually? Like, what would you say your genre fits in?
My current genre is like I don't know. I'm trying to be like not one genre, but I don't know.
It's
It's
it's,
like
it's a weird, wasn't it? Because you don't want to pinpoint yourself in. This is my like way of thinking about it. If you put yourself within a genre and it doesn't fit that genre, people just make like they'll look at it like you're a bit like you don't know what you're doing. If that makes sense.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah. No, I get that. I don't know. What I say when people ask what my genre is, I just say it's like I make music that I listen to. So like it's usually genres that I listen to that is an inspiration for the music I make. So I can be anywhere from like drum and bass to atmospheric drum and bass to Darkwave to like hard UK kind of underground rap
so
slash
you just
grime.
go with a vibe, then don't you? Really, that is
Yeah, yeah,
that make that see that is cool though because a lot of artists don't go with that certain vibe. They'll just I'm not gonna say they won't do what they want to do, and they won't go through a style they want to just do a style they want to go through, but they won't put themselves outside the box just in case their listeners don't kind of vibe with it, fuck with it, should we say?
yeah. No, I'm glad you said that because like I'm a big advocate of like not doing what your fans want basically because not like in a horrible way, but like I found myself because I only did a massive style switch up at the start of this year in
Yeah,
January. Before then, I was doing like super dark underground shadow rap stuff, like a lot of people do in the underground scene, and I started to feel boxed in and like I was expected to make a certain type of music. And after my last album that I did in that style, it like drained me creatively of that style and the love that I had for it. And now I did a complete switch up. I often get people asking me like, "Oh, when are you gonna go back to your old stuff?" and da da da. And like I always say the same thing. Like an artist should never be boxed into one thing. They should always try other avenues of music, even if it doesn't ever get released, because otherwise it ends up becoming more like a job, and you just start to hate it, and then you make
yeah.
music and stuff
I
like
was
that.
about to say that if it becomes more work, you're not
Yeah,
going to enjoy it. Like you've just got to vibe with it and fuck with it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because there is a lot of people. Pardon me. There's a lot of people that won't branch out purely for what you've just said. Like some people, I don't get how people will stick to that one type of vibe really because it's like you've just said. You start to hate that. How is your creative flow constantly building? Because I run out of ideas straight away. Like that is me. That I find it hard to come up with the ideas, and
yeah,
I think that's why I haven't with the podcast. I haven't actually stuck around with a certain genre because a lot of
yeah,
people
yeah,
wanted me to stick around with trap metal and stuff. But then I thought, well, in my opinion, I like cloud rap, I like hyperpop, I like rage,
mm,
I like trap metal, I like normal rap, I like normal hip hop. But
yeah,
apart from that, I like alternative type of music, and I don't know, man. Like the amount of people that just wanted to see trap metal type of vibe, and like try and get Bad Lad on or try and
yeah,
do Scarlord, and I was like, I don't want to fuck with that though. I want
yeah,
it to be a range of people because there's more to music than just one
yeah,
genre. Do you
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
100%. And like it's difficult to even take that first step because you start to get a lot of fans that turn on you, and like I have fans or ex fans now that are like they like constantly like like some people say I'm terrible, some people say this is awful, like all that stuff. But like, I don't know. I feel like if you feel trapped by your own audience, it's a big enough sign that you should like move on, because you end up just making stuff that you don't even like doing, and like what's the point at the end of the day?
Yeah, that's
Like,
right. No, that is right.
pay the bills or whatever, but like it's just you gotta do it for the love of it. Like I'm in this for the love of it, and then obviously the monetary stuff is just a nice thing to have, you know.
Yeah,
So
shall I tell you who's a big example for this right now that I've noticed?
yeah,
Recently listening to Ruby's new album from Suicide Boys. How he's
okay.
gone. Have you heard the new album?
Nah, I think I've heard like a snippet of one track, and everyone was like, "Yo, this is like not what I would have expected."
Yeah, it's weird. Like I heard it, not expecting to basically fuck with it, and then it just took me back. It just put me back into this like era of when I was 16, like, or shall I say 14, 15, 16, watching American Pie, and I was just like, regardless of what music the Suicide Boys release, now
Yeah,
it was like, right, I've just been thrown back into my childhood. So I think that was like the biggest like vibe to it, if you get what I mean.
yeah.
But
I get
I fuck with it. I like the album. I like it a lot. But I know a few people that don't like it because they like the old Suicide Boys and the drugs and shit like that. But everyone's gotta have a change. Everyone's gotta have a change in life.
Yeah, and like I'm gonna listen to it now that you even said that. I forgot it was.
I reckon you'll fuck with it, man. I really do.
Yeah.
I
I like it when artists step out of the box, and like I don't know, like like you said, there's fans of Ruby saying like they want the old Suicide Boys. It's like it's not gone. Like there's like a lot of discography of theirs and of mine that's in that style that you used to like. Just listen to that stuff, and like they might go back to that style if they want to, but the whole point is not feeling pressured to do that.
Yeah. That is true. How did it start for you then? Like how within music, like what point in life did you think, well, this is what I want to start doing? I want to start releasing tracks. I want to start making music videos. Shall I say? Because music videos is like a next step up. Anyone can create a track. Like anyone can make music. I wouldn't say good music and good sound, but like when it comes to making music videos, it's a complete. Beyond the camera, you gotta make it look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How did it start?
What, like my entirely from the beginning music? Like how did
I'd say from the beginning. Like when did you feel like?
Well, I used to be like influencer before I did music. Like I was like, I don't know if you've heard of like the subcategory of fashion called Techwear /
Techwear, yeah.
But like me and like 4 other people were like the big people in that scene back in like 2020, 2019. And then tied, because it was such an aggressive looking style of fashion, like a lot of trap metal artists would wear it. So like Scarlord was a massive person who used to wear it. Even Bad Dad back in the day used to sort of wear stuff like that. I'm sure there's many other.
Yeah, there's quite a few now that wear Techwear.
But like a lot of my fans, when I was an influencer, was like, "Oh my god, you should try music because that's, I don't know, the style sort of goes together." So I did. I eventually tried it in 2020 when lockdown happened. But anyway, if lockdown never happened, I would have never started music.
A lot of people. Do you know what? That is the same with a lot of people. It built people. It built like regardless how shit lockdown was. It made things happen.
100%. Like I was in uni mode at that point, so I was just like partying like all the time.
Yeah.
And because of lockdown, it made me like fucking get my head in the game. But I bought like a little £20 mic off eBay, and then I was really into like Zilla Kami and like Scarlord and like I can't think of just like a lot of underground artists. From the
See, I'm a Sosa Muller type guy. Sosa Muller's just
yeah. And like even people like Kamara and like I was just into all of that stuff. But then I didn't know how to make music or even write lyrics that sounded coherent. So I was just sort of shouting at the top of my lungs, just like random words and sentences, and then put it together into a song. I actually made visuals for my very first song, but I've removed them from everywhere because it is terrible, and I never want anyone to ever see it.
I think that does need to be seen at some point.
Bro, I don't even know if I still got a file because like it's just embarrassing, man. Like it was it's iconic because it was my first song, but
Yeah,
like
you've got the file. You've got the file, bro.
it's not terrible. Because I know you interviewed Vessel, innit? And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you the Vessel. He was the one who prodded it, and he's the person that first helped me get into music because he joined my Discord, and someone was like, oh yeah, he wants to produce for you because he found out that I wanted to sort of make music, and then
Hmm.
that's kind of how it happened. And then like I don't know, I just kept releasing music. It was just arse as always as it would be, but I was just doing it to nothing else to do, have fun with it and all this stuff. And then from there, what happened? I released like 5, 6 songs that were just awful, and then I made one called Sleep, which was like it's in my top 3, I think.
Yeah, it is in the top three. I
And
was listening to that today.
yeah,
So yeah, it's good, man.
that song was what defined my next genre that I had of the low tone vocals and like really raspy voice. And then that one sort of put me on the map a bit more.
Because that was a switch up between the last few before that,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
was cool
yeah.
though. Because you kind of like that is the point of creativity. Like we were saying earlier, you move up
Yeah,
to stages, don't you? And just think, oh, I'm gonna try this.
yeah,
I'm gonna try that. What have I got to lose? If you sound shit, sound shit. If
100%.
not, I'll just fuck with something else.
Yeah, 100%. And like, I don't know, I just sort of made it and I vibed with it. And then from there, I kind of went a lot more darker as I sort of found my sound for like that voice that I had. And I just went more and more dark. And like, my idea was to be like as dark and gritty and horror sounding as possible. Like, that was my niche almost. And then, yeah, I did the last album and exhausted myself with that.
No,
Yeah,
man, it's. I was listening to a few tracks today, and like, because the good thing is when stuff is played at work that I don't enjoy on the radio, I just put my earphones in. And I thought, well, I want to get like because originally I was going to do the interview a couple of days after your new release.
hmm
Well, I thought. I'm kind of glad you said you want to do it today because I was like, well, I'm listening to him anyway, so I've been listening to the songs. I was like, there is a lot of the songs that switch up in like different creative like ways, and I was
yeah,
just like, oh, I like this one. Actually, this one's a bit different, but it sounds good. And then you can tell it's the same person though, because have you ever heard artists where it doesn't sound like you're like thinking who's this, who's that, and like you can
yeah.
tell it's you, which is
Glad,
yeah,
glad.
it's good though because a lot of artists can't tell. And I was listening to them and I was like, these are class. I'm excited for the visuals on the new one coming out. To be fair.
Oh, I'm too gas, man. Like, they look sick in it, and with the new one as well. Like, I actually have a feature from my brother in it, and
Yeah.
I was like, it's his first ever song.
I was gonna.
that
Is
he's
it Jack
It's
Jackson?
Jackson.
Jackson. Is
Yeah,
he?
yeah,
I tried to tag him on Instagram within the thing, so I'll have to get one going for that for Jackson, man, because I can. Because there's no lyric. He's got lyrics within it, I'm guessing as well.
yeah. He's a feature on it and stuff. I can give you his IG because he made a new one and stuff.
Oh, okay,
So
then yeah, awesome. Because like, I'm glad you've said that now. Like you're saying, it's his first song. I think it makes it more exciting. There's someone else coming
yeah,
within the scene, so I'm actually more excited now you've said that. So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
nice
It's
to hear
hard.
like a different voice and another voice.
Yeah. Nah, it's hard. Everyone that I've showed the song, they're like, "Yo, the voice, like your like two styles go well." Because I'm like a lot more energetic and like more like umphy, but he's like more chill, like dark UK vocals. It's good.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I like that.
Yeah,
I
it's
like.
gonna be sick.
I fuck with that a lot, man. If
Yeah.
if you would you say like within your music, do you have a certain message behind your music? Because obviously artists out there, I'd say, I think is I can't even knock. I was speaking to Vessel about this actually within the podcast on the
Yeah.
last one, and we was talking about how artists they release what they want to release.
hmm
That being because there's a lot of people that don't fuck with mumble rap. I don't mind it. I think it's
hmm
a creative flow at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If you could put a message behind your music and say you've got a message behind a lot of your lyrics or behind your songs, is there a certain view behind it, or is it just a case you just make it for the creative, like for the creativity of just like making good sound? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's
No,
hard
no.
to word really. I don't know how I'd actually word it.
Nah, I get you. I think with a lot of my music now, and some of my music from last year as well. A lot of the deeper tracks, I don't have like a message that's like be creative or whatever, but like my music, what I write about is incredibly personal to me. And normally when you read my lyrics, like especially on like more slower, sadder sounding songs,
Yeah.
if you actually read what I'm speaking about, it's normally things that I'm going through at the time of writing it, or
Okay.
things that I've experienced and how it's making me feel. And like, I really take pride in how I convey my feelings across on my tracks, and like it's super personal, and like I don't know, I feel like I connect more with the music if I write about stuff that's actually real,
Yeah, yeah.
rather than like I got money and cars and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Like,
I get what you're saying, because a lot of artists, they will. I'm a big believer in, especially I'm trying to bring out on the podcast, is people talking about their mental health within like their life and how they
yeah,
deal with it and stuff, and it being within the music and stuff.
yeah, yeah,
I believe it's a big thing to talk about, because everyone is different, like regardless of how good of an artist that person is and how much like they may be having fun in creating music, that it's not always like the grass is green for them. Like,
yeah, yeah.
just because they're making great music and it looks like life's great and them getting all this hype up doesn't mean the grass is green on the other side still. Like,
Yeah,
they've got their own shit going on as well as anyone else.
yeah, exactly.
And I'm trying
Exactly.
I'm trying to pass that message through on a lot of the podcasts, and I will be passing it through, especially with different artists, because I like to hear not the personal, in-depth things that no one's comfortable to speak about.
Yeah,
I'd never like go, oh, bro, what the fuck's happened in your life? Then, like, do you know what I mean?
yeah,
That's it's completely
yeah,
personal thing to talk about. Like, that is down to the person if they want to talk about it or not. But
yeah, of course.
um, it is. I think it's a good thing that now people who probably watch this will look back at a lot of your songs, hopefully, and listen to the lyrics a bit more and go, fuck me, like, because it's all right, a song sounding good, but like you said, like a lot of people, they just fuck with it because of the beat and stuff. Like, when you actually
Yeah,
hear the lyrics, it's going to be. I'll probably do that myself, to be honest,
yeah.
because
I mean, yeah, it's I don't know. It's I've always sort of done that subconsciously. Like even when in my earlier songs, not my like super terrible earlier songs, but like in my early shadow rap stuff, like I don't know, I was like writing these lyrics. I'm like, where the hell is this? Where is this coming from? And then when I actually sort of take a step back and think, whoa, this is why I'm feeling that way.
hmm,
Like I don't
it's
know,
like a
it sort
build
of
up.
connects the dots a bit more for me and stuff.
Yeah,
And
I think it's a
like,
it's definitely a release.
oh, 100%. And I feel like when I make those songs that are super personal and deep, it kind of makes me feel better in a way. Um, but like not entirely, but like it's nice to express it properly.
Do you know when they say words on a page? You write if you
Yeah,
got your problems, you write on a page, and apparently, like it's no longer within you; it's on the page. Kind of,
yeah,
that's like on a song, really. I'd say
yeah, yeah,
you kind of
yeah,
put it in
yeah,
there, and it's just like, oh, that's in the past now. I
yeah,
can
yeah,
move forward.
100%. I mean, I'm trying to think of because I wrote one recently that's not even, it's coming out next month, but I did one where I like I wrote I don't know, like especially with how I write, I don't write songs like verse hook verse hook verse hook.
Yeah, yeah,
There's some that I have, but like a lot of the time it's like a note to myself, like it's just a like I'm just writing a poem or whatever
mm.
about how I feel, and it's like some people that I've spoken to that I've asked them about what do they think of my music. They're like, it's like you're having a conversation with yourself, and that really stuck with me because even though I wasn't consciously doing it, when I rap and write these deep songs, it is almost having a conversation with myself because like I often use questions and stuff with like in my lyrics where it doesn't sound like a question, but it is kind of a question to myself and things like that. I don't know. I
Did you
just get super deep with
did
it
you
all.
notice? Did you notice X did that with his songs though? Like, wow, which one was it? What was the name of the one that he did when he attended his own funeral?
Was it Moonlight. No, oh, is it the one where he beats himself up?
Yeah,
Like,
that is the same vibe.
yeah, yeah, I know what
He
you mean.
he,
Isn't
he
it?
literally he puts a message through to himself like, I'm basically fucking up the old me. This is the
Yeah,
new
yeah,
me. Like, it's smart, man. And like
yeah,
now you've just said it, it made me think of that. I was like, oh, that's actually true. Like a lot of artists, I think Vessel actually said to me like he doesn't really write verse hook. He kind of just writes it out and goes with the flow. But
yeah,
then when he listens back to a lot of his stuff, or if I've been in a call with him and he's like gone through it with me, like you listen to his lyrics and I've actually been like that, bro. Like is everything good? He's like, nah, everything's good. Like, and it's like, oh, it's like you're really having a conversation. So I'm like, yeah, I pretty much am. I
yeah,
was like, now you've said it, it's like, yeah, a lot of people actually do that.
yeah, yeah.
I can't say I've done it with things I'm trying to produce as of yet, but I'd say on a personal I have, but not. I haven't. I don't know. Actually, I haven't found my vibe yet though yet. I like the more rage scene at the minute. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, each their own, innit? You just vibe, see what you like. Took me fucking like 3 years to
Oh
finally
yeah, God, it's
feel
gonna.
good about my music. So
Yeah, but I think that's the I think that's the good thing about it because as long as it doesn't matter how long it takes. So I think as soon as you find it, it's like your eyes wide, like go wide
yeah,
about it. Is that what would you say that's happened with finding your new style? Should I say like?
yeah. It happened with it's happened twice. Like the first time I found my shadow rap style, like I literally like I felt like I unlocked an ability. I was literally like, oh fuck, this is how I do it, and I just went like exploded with just making lots of music like that really easily. And then the same thing happened when I made the big new genre defining moment for me was the storyline EP that I released in January. But I made that in December, November,
Hmm.
and I made the first track, and it was like I'd never used my real UK voice before, and I was like, whoa, I didn't know I could do this.
Do you
And
find it hard though to use your actual voice,
I did
UK
for a
voice?
long time. I
It's
did for a long
hard, man.
time
It's really
because like
hard.
I was so used to being all like dark and edgy and stuff. Like I didn't know how to do it without sounding stupid. And now even to this day, still sometimes I make songs. I'm like, yo, I sound really silly, and like I feel like my voice doesn't suit a lot of stuff. Like sometimes, but you just gotta play around. Like there's some songs where I'll be rapping in a more high pitched British voice, and then there's some where it's more low toned and just my normal voice and things.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
playing around with it and seeing where it goes. You know.
Yeah, because like where I'm from, it's like I'm from like near Wolverhampton way, so I'm like North Dudley. I
Yeah,
say
yeah,
like,
I know that.
so
I'm not
it's
far, but
like that black country accent is really fucking weird on music, man. I don't know because you don't hear it. Like obviously it's all grime and stuff, so I feel like
yeah.
when it
I
comes to
mean,
doing music, like I don't know, man, it's weird.
my mate, well, my mate and my DJ, he's got like a Brummy accent almost.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like a Brummy accent, and we just made a song for the shits and gigs. But it was like on a more not drum and bass, but like I don't know what it was. It was by a guy called Zero. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he
No.
it's just like I don't know, drum and bass ish kind of, but like his he has like an accent like yours kind of, but like the way he rapped with it, it works, and like he sort of found his niche for it, like that. Like there's another artist called Window Kid who's from. He's not in my scene at all. Like no one that watches
I've
this would
heard, I've
probably
heard,
ever.
I've heard of Window Kid.
Yeah, well, Window Kid. He's like,
Is he
I
got
don't
an?
know what.
Is he got an extra? No.
What?
Or
Who? Zero
no.
or Window Kid?
Window Kid.
I don't think so.
I might be thinking of
He's
someone
like
else then.
he's just a like bald guy who like goes on like UK garage and like stuff like that. But like he raps in like a really silly way. Like he'll just rap about like hitting your nan or something. But there's like more of an accent. Like he has an accent like yours as well. It just carries that well on the beat. So I think like it's just I
I
don't
think
know.
we've got a brutal accent. I really like. I've always said this. I think no fucking disrespect to Americans and shit like that, but I think our accent's pretty brutal, man. We've got some brutal comebacks compared to a lot of people, a lot
Yeah,
of accents,
it's
man.
difficult. It's difficult. But you got, it's like you got to turn that into your speciality, your little special trait that no one else can have.
Yeah, I think there's one insult, I will admit. I think there's the one insult that there's no backfire from, no one can say it. And if someone tells you to suck your mom, there's no backfire from that. I'm sorry, but there isn't. If someone told me to go suck my mom, I'd be like, what the fuck to say about that?
Then they really ride out there, like suck your mom.
Yeah, yes, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, nah, I know them ones.
Oh man,
I love it.
no, but yeah, man, it's cool to know that the whole prospect behind, you know, everything you're doing is actual. It's quite a personal kind of thing, and not just a clout, because a lot of people do it for the clout.
Yeah. Nah, I'm definitely. I was in it at first to experiment, and as I experimented, I really found being personal and really true with what I'm saying just brings out my best music. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some songs where the vibe was just not that, and it was just like say random stuff.
Yeah, there's just this hype about it. Let's just go hype.
Just, I got songs like that, but like
they're cool though. Like it's always nice to have a hype.
Yeah. Most of the time, my music is more personal and like down to earth and really about me and how I experience things, and I think that's a good thing to have.
No, that is what I like. What do your family think about it and your friends? How do they connect with your music? Or do they, or do they not? Is it more of a personal matter where there's only, because I don't really, I wouldn't say, like, a lot of my friends know about the podcast and stuff, and I don't think hardly anyone knows about my music. But I think that's just I try. At the minute, I've been trying to start doing it. A lot of people don't know about it, but I think it's like we was talking about, just like I'm trying to find that kind of niche type of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to just put it out and not, like, within like 10 days. Oh yeah, fuck this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, how would you say your friends and family, do they know about it, or are they supportive about it? Like, so I say.
Yeah, literally, like everyone that I know knows about it because I've been in the internet game for a while, even before music. But like my older music from like last year onwards, they didn't necessarily understand it because it was super niche, and a lot of my friends and family aren't underground. They're more normal people, so it's like they don't understand why I'm really dark and doing these things, but they still could appreciate it for what it was. And like they still liked it and stuff, and a couple of my friends would listen to the deeper songs and they're like, oh my god, like this is, you're really like speaking to me here. But more time, the new things that I'm releasing, a lot of those friends and family really like it.
No, that's cool then. That is cool.
Yeah. So it's more their style and things like that, which is nice. And they're all supportive of it. No one's telling me I'm shit or whatever.
I was gonna say, because there's dicks out there that will just criticize on your music.
Yeah,
the way I see it is, do you know what? I just find the people like that criticize you and laugh about it are the ones that they really want to do it themselves and they just haven't got the balls to do it.
Yeah, it takes a lot to do it, and like don't get me wrong, like it's dealing with that is difficult sometimes. Like you could have a million nice comments, but then that one horrible comment will stick with you the most. And I've realized that recently, like a lot of people will be positive and praising me about what I'm releasing, but then I'll have like those one or two people that are telling me something bad, like it's just shit or whatever. And that sticks with me more than the people telling me it's nice, and it can be difficult to overcome that, but like you have got to just sometimes stick on the hard hat and be like, look, it don't matter what you think, bro. You're in it for yourself.
I've noticed that with I'd say my IRL Instagram, because I share my podcast stuff over to that, and obviously a lot of the people that follow me aren't. See, I'm one of these people that I've got a different vibe to like music. Like a lot of people I know are all into like you hit your house, your techno, and I love techno music and stuff like that, and house
Yeah,
music.
yeah,
I love all that type of stuff. But there's a lot of people I know are into that. Let's just say your Radio 1 daytime type music,
yeah,
your
yeah.
normal music. You know what I mean?
Central C or them.
And they don't even know about half of these genres that I listen to and what people produce. So passing that over to my RL and people listening to it, they're like, "What the fuck is this? Like, what is he listening
Yeah,
to?" So they kind of like, I wouldn't say hate on it. I've took a few unfollowers from it, but then again, I'm just like, oh, I don't really care anyway. Like, fuck, you're just a
that's
person.
what.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's
Um,
what.
but I kind of like how people that have stuck around and messaged me saying how it's nice to hear different artists on the podcast. And I mean, I've only done two at the minute, but like just in putting posts up on the feed and stuff, like hearing it and then be like, oh, that song's actually quite sick. And the amount of messages I've been getting about like how it's cool what I'm doing. I'm just like, it's not me, man. It's their creativity. I'm just the messenger. You know what I mean? Like, this is me. I'm just the messenger. What I'm trying to do is just help out, like, what I would. I think that's what I'm doing actually, because I'd like that. So I think, you know, if something I'd like, I just might as well give that to people and see what they think about it. And I think that's what I've pretty much done it. It's enjoying meeting people. I love meeting new people, man. I love it. I've got a gig on Friday. I've got to go and meet two guys, a guy called Lawless and a guy called Rossi. And they've got a gig in Birmingham. Shout out to them to definitely inviting me out and getting me a ticket. Just after a 5-minute conversation, do you know what I mean? And I think they're excited just to come and like to understand and meet me because they think it's cool what I'm doing.
Yeah,
But
100%.
I know I'm going to meet more artists there. And I think that's the coolest thing.
Yeah,
Like, it's nice, man. I like to meet new people. I'm a people person. That's the thing with me. Like, I can have a conversation with someone I hardly know, like yourself, than I can with some of my friends. Like, I can have a 5-minute conversation with friends, but they can have an hour conversation with you because you know all everything that goes on in their life. It's nice to hear like someone else's type of vibe.
Yeah,
And
no, 100%. See, I'm like the opposite sometimes. I get really nervous to meet new people. I try and avoid it a lot of the time because I don't know.
is it classed as is that introvert? Is it classed as an introvert?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know what
I
the word is. It's something
but
like
I'm
that.
just super like I don't know. Meeting new people is really daunting for me.
Those are the people you got to be careful with, though, man. I've noticed that. Those are the people that go places. Like,
yeah. Like,
I've noticed.
I can go do it. Like there's so many times. Like when I go to shows and stuff. Like I know I'm gonna meet like a million people because like a lot of the underground team will go to these shows and stuff. But I don't get nervous to meet like those like random people, those random fans. But it's like people that I know that I need to speak to or have spoken to online for a long time but never met in person. I get really nervous to do it because it's like I have a really short social battery, like or whatever it is.
My girlfriend's like that though. She's got a short social battery. Like she's
yeah.
fine for a
And
couple of hours and then she just switches.
Yeah,
switches off.
I turn off. I don't turn off. Like I can keep it going, but like
It's
I'll
hard
be drained.
it's hard for you to be like within that specific place and just
yeah.
You just need your own type of time.
Yeah.
You just haven't got it either. You can't move away from it. I don't think I've been like that. I've probably had it once or twice in my life, but my girlfriend's like that. To be fair, and I'm trying to understand it. So
it's not a good thing to be like, especially with what I do. I'm supposed like I used to really be active with everyone. Like I used to speak to loads of people from the US all the time, all these countries and things, and like I don't know. Over time, I've just become drained of just speaking to people, and it's not out of not malice, but it's not out of like me being mean and like I don't want to speak to you. I still consider these people my friends and peers, but I just don't have the energy for it anymore. I'm still yet to figure out why, but like I don't know. It's something I do need to work on. Cause
I bet was it hard to get on today then, like with this podcast? Was you like not worried about it? Do you think it was just? I
was a bit concerned. Like I get concerned to just meet new people because I'm worried that like I come across wrong or like like I don't know. I never want to come across as rude to someone, and I will always go out of my way to make sure that that person doesn't think that.
Yeah.
But, like I get worried that sometimes, you know, I could come across that way if I'm just suddenly out of like energy to do it, or like things like that. And I wasn't too worried about today because I knew the situation of it, and I knew there was like what we was going to speak about and things like that. But it's like when I meet someone and there's no like plan, you know, like there's no
It's
we're gonna do this,
hard.
we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm the kind of guy that's like I'll think up conversations in my head before I've even met you, so there's no silence or anything like that, you know.
Yeah. And I think it's okay to just speak about anything, I guess.
Yeah. And I don't know. I just got to work on that because it's not good to be like.
I wouldn't say it's not good. It's not bad either. Like, I wouldn't say it's good. I wouldn't say it's bad. I think it's just personality. I think you sometimes. I think you can just be so focused on one thing. I do it bad now. Like, if
Yeah.
I'm so focused on something, I'm not. It's like I'm not even in the room. Like, people can talk to me, and I come across arrogant. Like, I don't want to talk to them or listen to them. It's just like,
Nah,
I can't help it. Like, it's weird. I just can't help it.
No. I get like that. It's you're focused on that one thing. You gotta get it done, whatever you're doing. You know?
Yeah, I do it with my phone. Where if I've got to make a post, say I've got a friend talking to me, and I'm just there like, I'm like looking up, like yeah. I feel rude, but I think the people that know me, if you don't know me, you'd think, oh, dick. Like,
Yeah.
go on, give me a conversation at least. But like, I know the people that do know me, they know like, he's like that. He's just trying to. He's concentrated on something else.
Yeah. Nah,
Sometimes something just comes into my head. I'm just like, I've got to do it.
Yeah. No, I get you with that. I'm the same. But I'll just tell people like, yo, look, I'm gonna be a minute uploading this thing.
Yeah.
Then I can have my attention. Just stop asking me now.
Yeah. Just
I'm
give me
trying to do
5 minutes, bro. Like, just give me
Give
me 5.
Otherwise, I just look like a twat, bro. Because I'm just like, whatever, innit? Like, it's just give me that time.
No, it's right, man. I'm gonna ask straight away. Is it night movement?
Yeah. That's how.
Come on, talk to us about it, man. I was looking at the clothes. I was like,
Oh,
I've seen one already. Or I've seen one already. Is it the jersey?
Yeah.
The jersey? Is it the jersey one? It's the
What,
one with
the knife gun.
yeah. What's the one with the barbed wire round?
Yeah. That's the new jersey that I just
Fuck
dropped.
with that, man.
Hey,
Fuck, that's so. I've got to get one, man.
If you're ever doing it, bro, I'll give you I'll give you a little code and shit, bro. So
No, I'll help you out, man. Don't worry
I
about
like
it.
looking after people. You know?
Okay. I won't say no. No, I fuck that a lot, man. It's so. I saw it. I was like, oh, I need that. I was looking last night. I was like, I'll peel that.
I appreciate that. It's the little clothing brand that I got going on.
And that fits well with your style as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
The whole gothic vibe scene, man. I like the whole gothic vibe scene going on your Instagram. If anyone hasn't seen Dexndre's Instagram, obviously it's on the video, so definitely go and check him out, man, because it's cool, man.
Cool. I do gothic churches and all that.
Yeah, he builds gothic
churches.
churches.
Like that. I used to be always like proper goth vibes and stuff, but like I wasn't solely focused around goth churches and stuff. It was always just like whatever looked cool, like in the background, I would go take a picture with it or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. Same with the night movement stuff. Like I'm leaning towards that more not gothic.
It's like a grungy vibe, isn't it? Really, it's like
yeah.
Cool.
Before that, I would do outlines of like guns and knives and stuff. So it was like a proper clean sort of look, but like it looked edgy at the same time because it was like massive guns or knives and stuff. And I take a lot of inspiration for night movement from my old fashion influencer days. Like I had access to a lot more clothes and stuff than your average person. Like the companies would be sending me stuff left, right, and center, so I had a chance to sort of figure out what was missing, what I would like to have in clothes, and like what these companies don't do that I wish was done. And I sort of implement that into night movement. And with like every item I make or every design I make, it's like I think, what do I want and what will I want to wear? I make it, and then I have the privilege of being able to sell that to other people, because a lot of people who follow me and follow night movement are a fan of what I wear and things like that, so they're sort of like-minded, and I know that they'll also like the same sorts of things that I would like, you know.
It's like stepping outside the box, isn't it, really? It's like like what would because a lot of companies don't do what the average person would like and want. So
100%.
when you actually like now you've put it when you step outside that box of I've got all these clothes and I know exactly what I want and what I'd do
Yeah,
better or what I'd like to see.
yeah,
Why don't I just fucking make all these put into like a big like what do they call it collage of things that I know I fuck with and go right. This is missing. Bang. Just
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
put it
yeah,
together,
yeah.
man. Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah, 100%. And I mean, there's like loads of ideas I want to do, but it just costs all that. It's really expensive to do
it's
this
money,
shit.
man. It is money, unfortunately, but at the same time, it's the way world works. I spend money to make money as well.
Yeah, it's how it goes. But at the moment, I treat night movement more as like a side hobby. Like I just enjoy making these designs, enjoy the process as much as I can. I should be a bit more business headed with it. I'm trying to be, but
I think
I
that
don't
comes
know.
in time though, because at the end of the day, you're selling
Yeah,
products. You know,
yeah,
you've sold out a few things, and you know you got this one new one coming in straight away, and I won't be like there'll be people jumping on that, no problem. Like
yeah,
straight away, it's a cool design, man. You don't get jerseys like that.
yeah.
It's cool, mate. You don't. And that's what I was like. "Oh, this is
Yeah.
sick."
I, I really tried to go with the jersey on that one. I was like, you know what? I just want to be like branding in your face, just like every aspect that I can print on. I wanted to print on it, so it just looked like people might say it looks overcrowded, but I think it goes together quite nicely. With just like the massive back design and the
Yeah,
sleeves, the cuffs, the collar, just everywhere. Even on the inside of the collar has the barbed wire print as well.
that's
I
sick.
just
What type of fabric is that? What would it be?
uh whatever like a hockey jersey is
I'm trying to
made
think
from.
what it is. Is it like a
It's like
nylon? Uh.
it's not no not nylon. It's like oh, fuck I can't remember what it
Is it the
was.
same as like a football top? A football top?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Okay.
like meshy, airy kind of material. It's pretty heavy. The one you're looking at, because I've done a couple jerseys before, but they were a lot lighter.
Hmm.
This one, the material's a lot heavier. Um,
Yeah,
I
but I
think
think
it,
that's better. That's good quality though as well. That's better
yeah,
quality.
yeah. I really take pride in making sure I give the best quality because for the best price as well. Because like again, being in the fashion influencer that I was, like I got a lot of this stuff I have sent for me to. Well, most of it was sent to me for free, and like I saw the prices on some of these things that I was getting, and it was like 50, 60 for a hoodie or a t-shirt, and the quality was like arse, bro. It was like Gildan quality or whatever, and I'm like, how are these men charging this much? And like, if I was to spend that much money on a hoodie and the quality was that terrible, I'd feel so ripped off, and I never want anyone to feel like that with my brand. Like I go out of my way to make sure it's the exact weight that I want, the exact quality that I want, and then I try and do it. I try and price it as cheaply as I can, so I can at least make like a little bit of profit.
Yeah.
Um, but so like people can still afford it. Like I never want my t-shirts to ever go over £25. Originally they were like £20 a t-shirt, but I upgraded the quality and the t-shirts I print on so much that it actually cost me quite a lot to produce them. So I felt bad even upping the price by £5, but I know, and even when people have received them, they're like, "Right, this is nice."
Quality's the
Yeah, yeah,
thing though,
yeah,
man.
and that it makes me happy to hear that, and I don't know. That's why I strive, and I just never want someone to open the parcel that they bought from me and be like, "Is this it?" Like,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it, well,
I
you
find
know,
that with a
like,
lot of designer wear now. Like it sucks, man. A lot of
yeah,
designer
yeah,
wear sucks ass.
yeah, yeah.
I got a
Trust
pair
me.
of Burberry's, man, and you know what? They
So,
cost me a lot of money. Fuck me, they're the most uncomfortable pair of trainers I've ever bought. I hardly wear them. I
yeah,
can't wear. I don't know, man.
right. You're just paying for
You pay for
the
the
label.
brand. You pay for the name.
Yeah, yeah. And that's I don't want to. I always want to try and you know stay as close to my values as possible. Like really, just good quality for as affordable a price as I can give it. And
That's right,
so
man.
far it's been working and people have been loving it. But then there's like implications with that where like I don't make that much profit, so it gets harder to do these massive items that like I really want to do cargo trousers, but they cost like thousands to produce. So it's like with the prices I'm at, it's like I have to sell
I
lots and
think
lots and lots to even
it's
get to
like I
that
said.
point.
It's like that's a process that's still gonna be building, and I think the more people you push your way,
Yeah.
through your music. Scarlett did the same, didn't he? Really?
Yeah. What with his brand?
Yeah, it's Doom, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never purchased
Doing,
off him.
he used to wait. Let me just plug my phone in. One sec.
Yeah, so I've never really purchased from
Oh no,
Doom.
his brand is good, really good quality and stuff, but it's like
It's
I
pricey
think
now,
it's
isn't it?
quite expensive. And like I used to get stuff sent from his brand in it, and like it's nice and things, but it does cost quite a lot, and I see these men paying the prices, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
how?
Fuck that.
Yeah, trust me, bro.
It's there's better things out there that you can buy.
Yeah,
I think all these underground brands are like so much better. To
that's
fuck
what I
with.
try to be. Is like I want to be that
Um,
underground brand that everyone wants. You know. Hold on. Let me just.
yeah, my camera went all dodgy then.
Oh my god, my charger won't reach. I think we got life now. There we go. I'm all in.
So my program starts to spaz out as it goes right now.
So good, so good. We both had technical problems of our own.
Yeah, it looks like the cam's froze, but I don't really give a shit right now. But
No, it's working for me. Is
how's
mine
it work?
fine?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
on my program, it's apparently just fucking stuck. I'm gonna try and click off the camera and click back on it and see if that works, but I don't know. Ah,
It's
fuck it.
working for me.
Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Fucking the whole. What was I gonna say? Oh, that was it. Right. Just to finish up on the podcast, the song coming out.
Yeah.
What like it's gonna be obviously we spoke about this will be released. So it'll be a case of the song's gonna be out with the
Yeah.
visuals.
Yeah.
Obviously, is it is it Is Jackson your brother or is he a friend? You just call him your brother?
No, he's my real life brother.
Okay. So Jackson, yourself, what are the plans for any future stuff with your brother, shall I say? I'm gonna ask that because like I said, I actually am excited to hear it, man. I really am.
Bro, it's sick. I put a lot of hours into actually mixing this song. Like I'm making it. I remember I looked at the FL Studio file and it was like 26 hours on the project alone.
Fucking shit.
And bro, there's been so many complications with it. Like the original beat got done for like copyright and stuff, so we had to change the sample on it. And then like the sample gave the song a whole new vibe almost. So I tried re-recording vocals, and in the end, I was just like, "Nah, the original vocals still work." I was just being stupid. We just scrapped all like 5 hours of work just to go back to the old one.
Yeah, that's fucking
All
shit,
that
man.
stuff, but we're here now. Visuals are sick. Right now, there's no music in the mix with us both, but like it will probably end up happening again at some point.
Yeah.
I was just trying to push him to actually start properly making music, because I've heard some of the stuff that he'd written before just on his own, and like it's actually good. Like when I first started, I was terrible. Like I couldn't piece sentences together. I was not rhyming well. I wasn't making sense. But his stuff's actually coherent and it sounds good and is good. So I wanted to make this song with him as like a look. This is what you can achieve if you really put your
Would this
mind
be
to
his
it.
first drop then, or has he made songs that are already out before then?
No. This is his first like ever publicly.
Oh yeah,
published.
that's gonna be cool then, man.
Yeah. But
So
this
he's
is
had
like
practice pretty much already.
yeah. Nah, see, I don't know. I'd sort of pushed him into it a bit, like especially with the music video. I was like, look, I'm making a music video for this, and you have to come with me.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is. But nah, it's probably in the future, yeah. But his genre was more like the UK chill rap, cloud rap sort of stuff.
Oh,
That's
I love Cloud Rap, Young
yeah.
Lean and Blade and stuff. Oh, yeah.
He was more like some of the songs I heard that he made before, just on his like for fun, was like people like Nux and
Yeah.
like people like that. I don't really listen to that music, but like
Yeah,
that
I'm
was
not.
his.
My brother listened to it, and I've listened to like a Nux's album, but yeah, it's cool, man. It's a good vibe.
Yeah, yeah, no, but hopefully this song will push him to
Yeah,
make more.
man.
That's all I
I
want.
hope it does. I think. Is it the same sort of vibe, but with yours mixed with it?
What his style?
Mm.
Um,
Within the song.
nah. So with my bit, there's probably snippets you've heard, but like I got this like flow and hook that's
Yeah.
really a grime. His bit does a complete 180 for a couple of bars. He does his own little flow to break up the song, and then he goes in and he uses the same sort of
Flow.
flow and rhyme I
Oh,
use, but
nice.
like with his own lyrics and like his own way of carrying his voice, and I think it works really well.
Oh, that's gonna be cool, man.
Yeah, it's sick. It's sick. I performed this song once at a show a couple weeks ago, and the crowd were like, oh, "This is fucking sick." So I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how people take it because it's a very UK-esque song. The beat is very giving grime vibes and stuff like that. So it's got that hard undertone that I know fans of me and the underground like may not be fans of UK sounds, but I know
Yeah.
they can appreciate it for its like rawness and like darkness almost. So yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be. It's gonna be a. It's gonna be a fucking drop, man. I think it's
Yeah.
good. I like it. I like the drops with the visuals. As soon as the visuals drop with it, because a lot
Yeah.
of people release a song and the visuals a couple of weeks after and stuff. I like it when
No, fuck with that, bro. I'm like visuals the day it comes out. That's
yeah,
like the point of it.
yeah.
Like, and
Do
these
you
are
get
my
what I mean?
first
Do you get what I mean though? When people do that though, like, they'll just it's like a couple of weeks after, like, oh, we've been working on the visuals still, so we're gonna drop the song, but then we're gonna drop the visuals a couple of weeks after.
Yeah,
Just
nah,
drop it. Just wait. Just fucking wait and do it all together.
I feel I'm like super ADHD with this stuff as well. Like it's just to me, if I don't drop it at the same time, it's just like, what's the point? Because like I feel like the hype dies down, you know. Whereas if you like watch the visuals and the song at the same time, you're like, fuck, this is sick. I want to add it to my playlist, and then you just go straight from the visuals to Spotify or
Yeah.
wherever into it, you know. So
No,
yeah.
man, it's gonna be good. So
It's gonna be sick.
that's gonna be fucking that's gonna be a good one, man. I'm waiting for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Link's gonna be down below for that straight away when it comes out.
Yeah, I put a lot into these visuals. Normally, I don't have like a proper videographer or anyone like that. I just get my mate to hold the camera or whatever, or I'll do it myself. But this one, I was like, pulled out all the stops. Got to make it sick. Did it in London, which I never normally do either. So it's gonna be an interesting one. It's a lot different from my last song that I just released, but you know,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, when I heard the snippet to it, it is a different vibe, but that's what I like. It's good, man.
I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Dexndre, everyone. Oh, I want to thank you for being on the podcast, man. It's been.
Well, thank you.
It's been a good. I don't know. It's gone as well as I thought it would, because obviously being someone I've only spoken to once. Obviously, we've been having like back and forth DMs for the last 2 days. Song's going to be down below as soon as that's released. Shout out to Jackson on that as well, bro. Make more music.
I'll tell him, innit?
Yeah, man, it's gonna go. Night Movement will be on Dexndre's Instagram, so if anyone's gonna make any purchases, definitely get up on that. Show the support, people, because you know this is an artist that his creative flow is completely out of this game. Like, there's a lot of artists out there that don't do the same creative, let's say, broadcast as a lot of other artists do. So definitely do that. But Dexndre, no, thank you very much, man. Lonely Globe episode 2, and anything you want to say to people before we go?
Well, you said all that plug
yeah,
stuff,
man.
but just stay true to yourself.
Fucking
and make stuff that you want, not what the people want to hear. You know.
Fucking damn right on that, man. 100%. Right, guys, episode 2, Lonely Globe, in and out. Let's go.